Shishi.
Oh, Big, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself? You Lord of
Um,
Vomitus.
hold on, let me mute your. There we go.
Yeah, yeah. I can hear you just fine. You're coming through on the stream as well.
Okay. Um,
So how you
I'm
been? How
doing
you
well.
been the past couple of weeks? It's been a while since I think it's been a while since I've been in a voice call with you at all.
Yeah, it's I've been busy trying to do a lot of different things. Uh, been trying to fix certain stream things because Stream Elements apparently broke for me. So
Hey, bro.
I've been yeah, it won't do what I want it to do. When it comes to notifications.
Oh, okay.
Uh, so I've been fixing that. I've been trying to uh make better overlays. Not overlays, but trying to figure out how to do like screen transitions for stream, and then balancing that with work all the time has taken up a lot of time recently.
Oh, I'm in a very similar boat to you. My line of work isn't as like physically demanding as yours. But it's a
Hmm.
nighttime job just like yours, and also I go to school on top of that.
Yeah. It
How has work been going for you?
um so far so good. Uh, I am applying for a new position in the plant, which it should be like less work, but
Is it
it's
like
a little higher responsibility,
oh, is
but
it
it's less work.
is it like a managerial position,
Not quite, but it's
like supervision supervisor?
it's kind of like I fix what other people break.
Oh, okay. So like an on-site repairman type of deal.
Yeah, kind of, pretty much.
Okay. So long as it makes you more money.
Yeah, and gets me off the assembly line.
Oh yeah, yeah. For anyone curious, he works at a BMW. He works at this factory which is on this street in this city. Let me just quickly dox you. Yeah, he works out of Louisiana, the BMW factory there.
Yeah, but how have you been?
Oh, I've been good. Just keeping pace with everything I have to do work and school wise.
That's good. How like how goes like the what is it, the is it theater or is it movie? Like, what is
It,
the
it, it,
thing
it
that you're studying?
it's film and video production.
Film. Okay. And how is that?
It's going good.
Like,
I actually have a gig on Tuesday.
oh
I
really?
say a
Wow,
gig for lack of a better term. Oh yeah, I got a job on Tuesday, just filming an event.
nice.
Uh, so, Shishi, you're a VTuber. I'm
Uh,
gonna start this the way I have been starting it, just by saying you are a VTuber. Yes.
correct.
And okay, so I already somewhat know how all of it started. So, but I don't specifically know the reasons. Like, why did you start as a VTuber?
So the biggest reason I started as a VTuber is because growing up, I've always liked cartoons. Like, I just think cartoons are, in my opinion, a better medium than like live action anything. So I always wanted to, when I first saw like something like Dragon Ball Z, I wanted to play that kind of character,
Like voice
like
acting wise?
voice acting. Um, sure, but well, as a kid, I wanted to be the character, but um,
Like
yeah, I guess I would say now to like just play that character.
yeah, like as a kid, you don't really fully understand like how it all comes together. Like,
Yeah,
a small child doesn't know what a voice actor is necessarily, so they just see Goku and oh, that's Goku. I want to be like Goku.
yeah. Um, and I honestly, if I knew that VTubing was like possible, like if I knew how not easy, I guess, but how you can just find somebody to rig a model, I probably would have done this way earlier. Like I think I started in 2022.
Okay, so you're on your like you start like mid 2022 around there. You're going on to your third year,
Yeah.
or
Um
no, you're start going on to your second year. My bad. It's 2024.
I feel like it may have been 2021. It, either way. Um I kind of wish I started a lot sooner. Um I just the biggest reason I would say is like I just didn't think that I would be good at streaming, but now I really just don't care. Like
Like is
I'm doing it for me now.
are you more confident with it?
It wasn't that I wasn't confident with it. I just was like, is this gonna be a waste of time? Like,
Like, were you thinking that you could like make money off it?
uh, I mean, that would be the dream, I guess, but it wasn't necessarily that. It was just like,
Like, was it purely I want to do this for fun?
yes and no. I wanted to. So at first, I wanted to make it because I wanted to be like to play a character. And then it started to turn into like I need to do this because it's a grind to become popular, I guess.
So,
Uh, and I think that was kind of a bad mindset to
like,
try to.
going in with the going in with the purpose of becoming a popular internet celebrity.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect to get like super popular, but I was like wanting to because I want to build a community. Uh, and this came about my man. This whole streaming thing has changed a lot over the year, or well, the last year, like near the end of last year. My whole views have just changed on how I want to do streaming in general. Um, because of a bunch of different streaming creators that I've seen, not just other VTubers, but just streamers themselves, how they cultivate their community. So now I'm just like doing this specifically to, oh, excuse me, um, for me, just if I think it's fun and uh, building like a community of viewers and people that I want to not inspire, but more or less, I guess, inspire. Yeah,
Okay.
inspire and help motivate to get them to do things.
Hmm. Now, you and I were both part of a different content creators community. You and I weren't friends at the time, but we were both in that community, and it was after it was like not too long ago now, but when you started, you were still in that community. I had already left. I like stopped watching that content creators stuff and all that, but you were still there, and that's when you started VTubing, and you actually got some criticism from people within that community. What was that like?
Uh, I mean, it depended on who I was getting the criticism from. Um,
I remember I remember a specific person. I'm not gonna name them, obviously.
true. Uh, so that specific person, I uh, I don't know much about them, but I was always told different things. Uh, one thing being that they are someone who needs to take medicine, and apparently they hadn't been taking it. So his criticisms of me, I kind of just didn't. At first, I was like, why is this guy being kind of harsh? And then suddenly, I was just like, oh, this guy just doesn't like me.
Was that the only source of negativity when you like told everyone, "Hey, I'm gonna be a VTuber. This is what I'm doing, such and such," or
Uh,
was it more supportive around there?
it was really more or less no one cared.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, they all just as time goes on, it was everybody in that circle just wanted to suck off the guy running that Discord
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it was just a big circle jerk.
yeah. That I left because it became that.
I mean, you were right to do so.
I think I was one of the earliest people to leave even. Now, on the topic of support, does your family know you're a streamer?
Yeah.
Okay, did they know what VTubing is?
No. They they'll come into the room and they'll see the screen and everything, and they'll ask me like, "What is like?" They'll see my model and they'll be like, "Is that you?" And then I'll be like, "Yeah." And then they're like, they don't realize that if they step too close, that
It would
the
like
camera will start looking at them.
yeah, it would like mess up the tracking.
Yeah, and it's really funny and cute to see them.
Whenever that happens to the model, like, oh, there's another person there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Does your family come in often when you stream?
not not too often. Um, they try not to if they know I'm streaming, they try not to uh
Okay, so they're aware that like you're live, you're doing something that like requires like
Yeah,
privacy.
yeah.
Okay, and
Sometimes they'll walk in on it like quietly and then just like watch.
okay, so sometimes they'll just sit in and watch you.
Yeah, for a little bit, and then
Is
they
that
kind
like
of
is that like awkward for you at all?
not really.
Okay, okay.
It just uh, well, I guess it depends. I haven't really done any. I want to do more, but I want to act stupid, but on stream. But the hardest thing about streaming like late, like at night, since I am like on a night shift schedule, is it's really tough to want to be loud and animated.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to wake up anyone in your house, parents, siblings, what
Yeah,
have you.
and that that's I guess the biggest setback. But you know, parents parents are getting older, so maybe fingers crossed I'll get the house to myself soon.
Well, you know,
Uh,
knock on wood on that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I take it your parents and family are supportive of you being a streamer.
yeah.
That's
As long as
wonderful.
I'm making real money, they don't care what I do.
Yeah, and you got your job that pays well, mind you. Your job pays well from what I'm aware of.
Yeah, it's decent. It'll be a lot more worth it if I get this new position.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, right the in the area I'm at for what I'm being paid, if I were to stay on the line for like 20 years, I don't think that's worth it because it just destroys your body.
Yeah, yeah. Your job is very physically demanding.
Yeah, but if you can get like an offline position, like the pay is totally worth it.
And back to your job. You work the night shift, and with the new position you're hoping to get, will you still be at night shift? Like, is there like, any chance you'd be able to work during the day?
So the position I'll get will still be on night shift.
But it'll just
Um,
be physically easier for you to do.
yes.
Okay, okay. Like, is that plant open during the day? Like to work?
Yeah, it is. There's
Okay.
just a lot of uh when it comes to certain things like certain jobs, um, positions are limited for both A and B shift.
Mm,
Also, the only way to get to A shift, like after you've been hired on, uh, because I started out as a temporary, um, and you know, as long as you have good attendance and you're doing your job well, you end up getting like hired on to BMW. And what happens is you get like a your old like badge number from the temp agency that you're working for. Um, you get a new one from BMW, and that is um, it's a completely different number. So you're in a new pool of people, which they call your clock number, and they kind of go by seniority
it's,
in that respect,
it's just so it's basically just a waiting game.
pretty much, because they send you to night shift, and then
And night shift is where they
once
send all the newbies.
yeah, and then once your clock number comes by, which for me it's been about 4 years. I don't know if I'll get my A shift letter, but once you've spent a certain amount of time on night shift, if they're able to hire people on day shift, like uh, if there's enough people where they need to hire more people on day shift, they'll move the clock number up, and eventually you'll get a letter that says you're eligible to go to day shift, and you can either accept or deny that.
Okay. And that's like separate from like your position, like
Yeah,
within.
well, so if I get this position, um, you because the position that I'm getting it's contractual, so I'd have to stay on it for 2 years. However, it does that the contract can be broken through the day shift letter.
Okay, okay. So you would stay on night shift, but if you were good to get that letter, you can move up to day shift.
Yeah. However, it's not guaranteed that you'll have the same position if you go to
So
day shift.
you could just be put back on the line then.
Mm-hmm. It's there's a lot of things to consider.
Yeah, yeah. Your job does not sound friendly at all.
It's yeah, it's a lot of politics and bureaucracy crap.
Yeah, in company politics, like so it's
And
a lot of
just
crap.
I wouldn't also I wouldn't say I don't know how much this counts towards factory work in general. I don't know if this is unique to where I work, but I will say if you have that kind of job, just try to be friendly with everybody as best you can. Um, and I wouldn't say you have to kiss ass, but just try to have a good rapport with your management because it they as much as I hate to see it, sometimes it feels like management will play favorites, not like egregiously, but if uh if you're coming in every day and you have a good attitude or pretend to have a good attitude, there are some management I've noticed where they kind of take that into consideration.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what a lot of jobs, especially it's the thing with a lot of jobs where like the management are like older, like from that
Yeah.
older generation. Like the boss at where I work, she's about my age. She doesn't even like give a crap about any of that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so my job is pretty good, both in terms of the pay and the uh employee work relationship with management.
Yeah. So at my place, it's like they're our supervisors are called green shirts, but um it's very hit or miss if you're gonna have someone who's like laid back, someone who is strictly by the book, someone who is uh by the book until it's convenient for them. Um so far I've only had one manager that I've really liked. And the job I'm applying for because they move management around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um and like a manager can request to stay in a certain area, but ultimately it's not up to them. Um However, this job that I'm applying for, it'll be the supervisor that I had that I really liked.
Oh, nice.
So that's that's what I'm hoping to get.
Well, hopefully you can get it then.
Yeah,
Shishizon, you are a lion man,
I am.
and you have a pretty intricate design.
Yeah.
Actually, go ahead and actually send me like your model, like a PNG of it.
Okay. Give me 1 minute.
I actually want to show it off here on the browser.
Uh, all the way at the bottom, I have to scroll. Uh, that's the model. You should see it in your
Yeah,
Discord.
yeah, I got it here. Let's pull it up here. Oh, wrong one. We got browser.
That's me.
There is a lot to this design.
Yeah,
Like,
the biggest criticism is everybody says it's too noisy.
yeah, even I've had that criticism of your model.
Yeah. Oh,
Compared to some other VTuber models, it's not the most intricate compared to others I've seen around. But your design is pretty out there. Most of the VTuber space is anime girls. So you get a lot of the intricacies go into like what they wear and like accessories. But yours is a lion man with four arms and what is going on here with your chest?
my chest.
Like your entire torso with the red lines.
Uh, well, I mean, there's a few inspirations.
Yeah,
There's
could you walk us through that? Like, how did you come to this design?
um, so I really thought Asura's Wrath was a cool design. Uh, and I like lions, and uh, that's really about it.
Like,
Because the lines on the body are from Asura's Wrath. The multiple arms is from Asura's Wrath. Um, I really just sliced the head off of Asura and put a lion head on there.
is the rings here, the sashes, this little like nebula
So
star.
the sash is uh uh shit. Sash is inspired by Akuma from Street Fighter Five.
Oh, okay, okay. You got some Akuma in there, and what about the rings around here?
The rings in the on the back,
Yeah.
that's Asura,
Okay, so it's primarily Asura's Wrath, a little bit of Akuma, and then
and
the
then that's
lion.
like supposed to be a spirit bomb.
Spirit Mom. Oh, okay. You got some Dragon Ball in there too. Did you get any help with this design? I guess
Oh,
this. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
My
Who is the artist who actually drew this?
Seraph Divinia
Could you spell
is
that
what.
out?
Let's see.
Just send me their name on Discord.
So this is how you spell it, but if you look it up as I'd have to
It's
because they're
Seraph Divina. Okay.
may have spelled the last part wrong, but I need to hold on, I've got her tag on Twitter. What the fuck?
Receiving a phone call there?
No, something on Twitter just decided it wanted to play.
Oh yeah, I've had that sometimes on Twitter.
Uh,
Like I think I remember asking you how much your model cost.
oh yeah, I just got like upper body rigging for the most part, and that
Yeah.
was everything together because she both drew and rigged the
Oh, okay.
model.
Okay. A double threat there. She can do both.
Double threat. Yeah. Um, she the doing that was 600.
All together.
Yeah.
Oh, significantly less than I thought.
Okay, this is the her at on Twitter. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, she she has an interesting story.
Really.
Um, yeah, so let me see if I can find the YouTube video.
And for anyone in the audience wondering, either live or on YouTube, that is Divinia Seraph being the
Yeah,
Twitter app.
I am. I would have to scroll through a ton of liked videos, but anyway, I'll just try to look for it later, and then if I find it, I'll send it to you. But she's from the Philippines.
Okay.
Um, and she won a art contest. Oh, that's never mind. I think I can find it through the tag that way. Let's see. Art. Because it's a guy. Here it is. Jazza. He's a pretty well known um, art guy on YouTube. Uh, so this guy had a contest where you had to make a picture, you had to make some kind of drawing using like emojis, and uh hers is, I guess we if you just want to go to the end because there were three winners.
Okay, she was one of the
Um,
winners.
yeah. Um, and it was literally just using emojis. Um, but if you can find the like near the end where he has the three pictures up, that one right there, uh,
Is she the left one?
the one with the angel,
Okay,
that's the
she's
one
just.
she made.
Oh, okay. She made it with just emojis.
Yeah, all three of these are made completely with emojis,
Huh.
and I am blown away by it.
Okay, I can see the emojis on this one here.
But I didn't even know about this when she was making my model. I found out about this like afterwards. Um, and she won this through well, she needed like a tablet or whatever, and that's what this guy was like giving as the prize.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the breakdown of what they used. But I mean, like, I think to be able to do this with emojis, I think is a huge talent
I see the skull
because it's
emoji there.
because you have like you're limited to what the emoji can do.
Functionally, just stickers.
Yeah, and just like people doing those art things where they'll make like a big giant like face of someone but using like broken pieces of anything.
Yeah, like it's similar to that.
And people that can just put all that together and make like an actual uh image, I think is really impressive. Because I would just probably end up making a big colorful blob.
Yeah, so that was the Vinia Seraph, the artist for his model and the rigger as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, getting back to the interview here. When did you first like hear about VTubing? Like,
So
what was the spark of like oh, this is a thing now?
it was the I would probably say it was Neanners.
Neanners, okay. Yeah,
Um,
Neanners is another like person who's like who's around
she's one of the spearheaded.
who she like they were around like before it like really blew up and became like a big thing.
Yeah, it was. So I would say because at first I got inspired to do VTubing after watching a bunch of VTubers for a while,
No, anyone
but
specific?
the two big ones is Silverveil and Iron Mouse.
Oh, okay, okay. Like, do you still watch them?
Yeah. Well, I don't watch like the entire stream because I'm pressed for time a
Mm-hmm.
lot. But I do watch like their highlight videos that they post on YouTube. Um, now I will admit, uh, I actually found out about Iron Mouse and Silver Veil and even Project Melody through they used to do a podcast together where it was the three of them.
Oh,
Um, I think they called it the Lewdcast. Uh, and they, at least the segments that I watched, they weren't really talking. They were just talking, really just talking about games and normal stuff. They didn't
yeah,
really,
yeah.
despite the name, they didn't really talk about sexual
Like
stuff. They did, but it wasn't like a heavy emphasis on
for the most
sexual.
part, normal conversation.
Yeah. Now, I wanna talk about something that's really grinded my gears recently, and it's
Within the VTuber
the
space, or
yeah, it's the rise of lewd tubers that want to. I don't. I'll just say it. I don't respect titty streamers.
okay, okay.
I think it's like a cash grab. I mean, make your money. I'm not gonna like. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at them per se. I'm mad at the audience because it's like it's when the person isn't really doing anything and they're just there to be like ogled at. I think it's very low form content. Um, but if the person has like an actual personality and they're not just trying to sell their body or looks,
Like, is there anything more than like the boobs on your model?
yeah. Um,
It was a not too long ago, like maybe like a month or two, where it was like the lift on like nudity on Twitch. I think I don't know. I don't.
the artistic nudity.
Yeah, the artistic nudity thing, and like there was there's one specific VTuber who just went all out, had their model completely naked on there.
Mm-hmm. I remember
I
that.
don't know their name at all. I just remember that it happened.
Yeah.
Like
Um,
that type of thing. Yeah, like what are you doing?
yeah, I just and I mean it's a lot harder for VTuber males anyway. Like,
Yeah, like out of all the people I've interviewed, I've only had one one girl on. I'm trying to get more, mind you.
no, that's not based.
But
Keep the internet for the boys.
like the VTuber space, for one, it's kind of based off of the idol scene, like
Yeah,
J-pop
yeah,
groups, K-pop, J-pop, whatever, idols. So it's going to be mostly women who are the most popular and the most looked at.
yeah.
Now, this isn't
Um,
to say that there isn't room for male VTubers. There's male K-pop groups and male idols.
I actually don't know if I mean, of course, like the older uh original K-pop or J-pop stars are probably, or the women at least, are probably always going to be like the most well known. But I actually wonder because it was like what was their name? BTS?
Yeah, they're
Like,
the
how
four
popular
dudes.
were they? Like how
Ludicrously popular.
yeah,
They
like
had a
were they
McDonald's
able
meal.
to out yeah, were they about to outshine or did they outshine like a lot of the female
Uh,
idols? Like I don't know.
to my knowledge, when it comes to K-pop, it seems to be that it's mostly male dominated, from what I've seen. Because it's
Hmm.
the BTS is like, to my knowledge, mind you, which is not much. I don't partake in K-pop and all that. But like BTS seems to be the biggest, like out of Korea, and like K-pop more so than J-pop seems to have gotten more international popularity in recent years. Like I'm aware of BTS and I'm aware of Luna, which I want to say is Korean. I want to look it up right now just to make sure. And that's a group of girls, I think. Yeah, Luna is a
You
girl group. Are they from Korea? Oh, they're K-pop and J-pop. Okay.
they're double dipping.
Is Luna K-pop or J-pop? Luna is truly one of the most fascinating groups in K-pop. Okay, yeah. So they're Korea. Like I personally cannot name any groups or like idols from Japan. I can name some from Korea, Luna and BTS.
Yeah, J-pop I'm pretty sure is mostly comprised of women.
Yeah, whenever you watch like an idol anime, like what's it called? Love Life is like one of those animes. Love Live. Yeah, it's called Love Live. It's entirely girls, entire girl idols, and
The only
that seems to be what Japan what Japanese idols are almost entirely girls.
Yeah.
Like even with Hatsune Miku and all the other Vocaloids, I
Yeah.
don't think there's any male characters in that at all. I could be
I
wrong, mind
think
you.
there was one that was like it was like supposed to be like a brother and sister,
Hmm. Hmm.
and they were. I mean, it wasn't. They weren't real. They were animated like Hatsune Miku,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they were
yeah.
like
Vocaloid.
blonde. They were both blonde, and they like dressed similar, but one was a boy and one was a girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The only uh idol that I actually bought music from, excuse me, um, was Nami Amuro,
Nami Amaro. Let's see.
who I was you can't find any of her stuff digitally. Don't know why. I know Japan has a thing for not wanting to release certain media to any outside like group of people.
Yeah,
Um,
release them internationally.
yeah, and she's done like I think two One Piece openings.
Oh, really?
Um, I don't think they were specifically written for One Piece, but they featured two of her songs for a One Piece opening. And I really liked them, so I bought her. Oh, excuse me, I just woke up. Um, I bought her uh big farewell collection, which I
Oh,
think she's retired
yeah.
now.
I looked her up. She retired in 2018.
Yeah,
But
would recommend looking her up.
yeah. Back to male VTubers. This is a bit ago now. It was like a. It was at a convention in Japan or like some Southeast Asian country where uh well, one of the panels there was a male VTuber revealing his face at like a VTuber concert type deal.
Like he was doing like a real life face reveal, or he was
No,
revealing the model.
revealing the model's face because he had the hair covering the eyes. It was like a big thing. People
Oh,
made fun of it
oh,
because
yeah, I
because
remember that.
because like out of context it looked completely silly.
Yeah,
Like you
it
see it
is kind of cringe.
like the model like bouncing around.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it was like a lot of people. I don't know if they edited the video at all, but the way the audio was playing through, it almost seemed like the music wasn't really playing,
Like it wasn't mixed
or
right or anything.
it wasn't. It just felt like you could hear like the audio of the like the guy and the music, but it was very low. But the crowd's going nuts, so the crowd
I
is like,
I imagine that's just because of cause the camera recording is like someone in the crowd recording it. It's not like an official like an on-site camera crew.
yeah.
Like
So
it's
it
just someone
looked,
recording on their phone. So I guess the crowd would come in a lot more than the music.
yeah. So that's why it looked uh, like it looked kind of,
Like it looked kind of silly,
yeah.
but I don't know who
But
that
I
VTuber
mean,
is, but like they're
props to that guy.
yeah
He's
really popular. He had a whole event at a con, so all the flowers to him.
better than most.
Now you're a male VTuber, but you're also not
Some
like
might say.
maybe some could say you are a VTuber who is male, a man, but you're not like an anime dude. Like you're a lion man.
Mm-hmm.
Like okay, so why not go for the handsome anime dude.
I'm sick of the twinks.
Hmm.
I'm it was very I was kind of torn because I'm not a furry, but I knew a lot of people's perception of this would be,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, hey, it's a furry.
Like you
Um,
see the lion man or you see the pig. Like, oh, this person must be a furry.
yeah, and I think if I was ever to make another model, it would probably be someone. It would probably be human-ish, but with
Like,
lion-like features.
yeah, like the
So
ears, maybe a nose here and there.
yeah,
But like the
or like
design
very
wise,
lion themed, like Leo from Guilty Gear, or um Lionel Johnson for Para in the audience.
but like if you were assuming you were to go like full human, like you wouldn't go for like a twink design. You go for like like a
Hell no, he's
y-
gonna have a beard.
yeah, beard masculine design for your VTuber. Assuming you were to go full human.
hmm I might go muscle gut like Thor design too
Ah,
from God of War.
I haven't. It's actually been a while since I've gone out of my way to look for new VTubers. Like outside of like, oh hey, you should host this person that I've been doing on these weekly streams.
Yeah, bro. Could if I could get some time off, which hopefully next year I'll be able to get, because like for the first 4 years of working, they only give you like 80 hours of vacation. And by the way,
Like,
your
is
vacation
that per
time,
year?
yes,
Okay, so 2 weeks
you
off.
can roll over, but like fuck, dude,
Like,
I'm not saving up. Are you kidding me? In this economy, I gotta take a day off.
mm-hmm.
But it's technically not vacation time. It's called ATPO. So your sick days is part of your ATPO.
Hmm. Like from my job, I get 40 hours of paid day off and like 40 hours of sick day off.
Yeah, we we ain't got those sick days.
Oh, you don't get sick days?
No, everything's just
Everything's under the ATP.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what were we talking about before this? I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. We're talking about male VTubers and like lion man, lion man, human man design.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would either do something probably like how Botan does hers, or
Photon?
yeah, the Hololive Lion chick.
Oh, this is the first you've mentioned her. I'm not familiar with any corporate VTubers too much.
Man, kind of show are you running here, buddy?
Listen. I do my best. I do what I can.
Fair enough.
But let's go back to you. So
Okay.
you started in 2022, early, mid, late, whatever. What are your goals, both short and long term?
Uh, to dethrone Hassan.
Are you gonna become a political streamer?
I don't know. I thought about it. Um,
Is that you
I
actually you
just
considered becoming a political streamer?
yeah.
Really?
Not probably not like super in depth as Hassan, Horsefucker, or Destiny, but um, I have thought about kind of
Like like just talking about it briefly, but not like really going in.
Yeah. Or I was also thinking about if you know anything about a man named iDubbbz,
Yeah, I'm
um,
aware.
where he used to do this thing called Content Cop. I
Oh,
never watched it, but from what I
you never
understand,
watched
it
it?
was no,
That was some good ass content. I'm I'm
I
I'm
was
I haven't looked into any re-uploads, but as far as I'm aware, it's all gone now.
I was never so a lot of people I know really like the Filthy Frank era.
Hmm.
I think some of the stuff Filthy Frank did was funny,
I
but
I personally did not find it too funny, but I got it. It did good.
I I didn't like the whole like growly voice thing. I feel like that was overdone.
That, that was really like that's really of its time.
Yeah, like he had some funny bits, but I wouldn't say that I
It's not to your taste.
yeah, and then I kind of lumped iDubbbz in with that. Uh,
Uh,
cuz
they were all in those two and some others were all in the same friend group. They all did content together under the
now I did think
Max
I
Mojo
thought
channel, I think.
yeah, I liked How to Basic, but after you've seen
Once you
his
see,
video, it all just becomes
yeah,
the same thing.
once you see one, you've seen it all.
Yeah, there's so many fucking eggs. Um, uh,
But
my brain is so fried.
you didn't drink any coffee or anything once you woke up.
No, I literally woke up and then sat at my computer.
Like okay, back to your goals. Like as a VTuber, like what do you want to achieve?
So I want to make a place where I have a community of people that are not soy.
Not not soy.
Um, I want to because I feel like a lot of people. It, when I first started this, I almost wanted to do like a I accept everyone thing, and then I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that ain't gonna work.
because it's like you're always walking on eggshells if you're trying to please everybody.
Yeah,
Like,
there's no point in doing that. There's many examples of content creators going down that tunnel and like, yeah, no, that tunnel not for me.
and so there are two streamers that I watch that have the kind of community. Now, as far as like political views go, I don't know if
Like, is that a thing that matters? Like like your community?
no, but there's what I mean is like their political views. I don't really care about like for to be a part of my community. But the way they run their community, I think, uh is the way I want it to happen. There's two YouTubers. There's Destiny and there's Chud Logic.
I've
Um,
seen both of them, particularly recently, because unfortunately I do keep up with YouTube drama, so I wound up
oh, I
watching.
do too. YouTube drama is funny.
I've wound up watching a bit of Chud Logic. I haven't
Yeah,
really seen Destiny stuff.
I would definitely recommend his debate between him and Ben Shapiro. It's very good.
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, he was on the Lex Friedman podcast,
Oh, okay.
and him and Destiny had a debate. Um, but uh,
want to run your community the way they do?
So Destiny does a thing where he used to be edgy left wing StarCraft player. Um and then he got a lot of people in his community that just had left wing views and were very
Like extreme about it?
yeah, and so then he had well like what they call like a purge where he would push back on their ideas and then he got like right-wing people and then he had to purge a bunch of right-wing people.
Okay, so
Um
he so he makes sure not to have like extremes in his
yeah,
community.
he's very middle of the road
Okay.
in my opinion. Now if you ask someone like Hassan and Horsefucker, uh
Yeah, like they're both of them are very much oh, this is where the extremist people
yeah, they
come
think
together.
Destiny's a terrorist.
Yeah.
Um
Like some of the things they say are like, what? Why?
Yeah,
What?
Hassan, especially after he interviewed a Houthi terrorist on Twitch.
Yeah, like what? Like I watched someone's video on that, but like it's like what? Why would you interview that? Why would you interview that person?
Well, even if I was fine with him interviewing him, but it wasn't an interview. It was literally him like trying to be this guy's friend. He's like supposed to if you're going to interview someone like this, it's like you need to ask them questions like why do you think doing this is a good idea or anything? Not do you watch One Piece?
Because
Because you're a pirate and Luffy's a pirate, so you're just like Luffy.
good lord.
I'm not making that up.
Yeah, I know. I watched the video about that.
Hassan's such a fucking clown.
Now, can you see yourself VTubing going into your 30s and 40s?
I mean, I'm gonna do this until like I just physically can't. I like playing a character. I don't want to be a old boomer like my parents, where they're like, that stuff's stupid. I don't."
Yeah,
Uh,
that's another thing I wanted to know. When you're streaming, you put on a character.
yeah,
So
for the most part.
yeah, for the most part, for the most part, you're putting on a character. Like
There's still feelings behind these eyes.
is how I guess best way to like ask this like was that what you wanted to do going in? Did you want to be a character?
Well, so I would say for the most part, I kind of just the character I play. It depends on what I'm doing, but I don't act too much different with some of the
Yeah,
people I talk to.
like you're not going too deep into into a character, but there is a bit of a character going on in there.
Yeah,
Like
is the
you alter your voice a bit, you exaggerate your voice.
sometimes yeah.
Hmm.
Um, if I'm feeling not too tired, I'll do all that. Sometimes I'm just forget it. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna play games.
no character today. This is the real me now.
Yeah. How about you? Do you? It feels like you're just more of a.
No, I'm completely like just like I am. I look like a cartoon character. I'm a cartoon pig, but like this is very much just me.
You're a cartoon.
Well, yeah, look at my design.
Oh, you're not a. Oh, you're not an actual pig.
No, in real life, I'm a person like you.
Oh, I don't like it.
But like, no, like I don't have like the gusto to really like put on a character, especially for like a 5 hour stream. No way.
That's fair.
Oh, there goes your voice changer. I can't even understand what you're saying there.
Yeah, that's because I'm supposed to be a space marine, which when they wear a helmet, you're not supposed to.
I see. Uh,
Now wait for it. Para's gonna talk about that I'm wrong, and you should be able to in the chat. Hold on.
wait. What kind of Space Marine? The Halo kind or the Warhammer kind?
Warhammer.
Oh, okay, well, really, like you should be able to understand them. They're probably giving you an order or something.
I don't know. The Vox they're like radio comms is called Vox. And anytime I see like Space Marine Warhammer content, um for the most part I can tell what they're saying when they're talking with the helmet on, but then there are some times where it's like the voice is kind of just garbled.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I can go all cutesy.
You're right. I'm the little anime girl.
Okay, I can understand what you're saying there. I don't know if the audience can or not, but
Of
it is getting close to that time. Is there anything you want to say in either voice, Space Marine, cute girl, your real voice that you want to say to the audience to send them home?
Send them home. I guess my best advice would be hmm, subscribe and follow Pig Video Games.
That was good. That was very motivational.
And pet kitties, spin fitties, and suck titties.